y'all been told. Bet your mans know if you don't, what's happening? Yeah, it's giving. I'm in the booth playing with my.
What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also, hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Salute to everybody, all of my subs that's been rocking with me, day ones, and as well as my new subs too. And salute to all of my haters too as well. I appreciate y'all too as well. All right, don't stop doing your job. And shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing communities too as well. Um, listen, doing straight gyms again, and I'm here to fertilize your brain. Here to drop these gems on you for a lot of people that need motivation, inspiration, and uh, to seek advice so that they can uh, do good in everyday life, and not just good, do great. Now, listen, man, we got to talk about pettiness, all right? Now, pettiness revolves around everyone, not just black culture, okay? But everyone. Everyone can, tend to be petty or whatever. But if you have common sense and you're able to recognize people that are being petty around you, don't feed into it. Okay, don't feed into pettiness. Okay, um, some of these are gonna be your friends. Some of these are gonna be, your confidant. Some of these are gonna be, your people that you hang with on a daily. Some of these is gonna be your significant other. Your wife, your husband. Um, hey, it might even be your children. Okay, if you're old enough and you have children or whatnot, it's gonna be your bosses. It's gonna be people that you don't even know from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, of course, your enemies or whatnot. But don't feed into it. Better yet, feed off of it. Okay, if you feed off the pettiness or whatnot, uh, they'll eventually leave your ass alone. Okay, and they'll know that you can't be fucked with. But the more that you feed into pettiness, the more that you tend to let it bother you and let it get to you. Well, guess what? They're gonna be sitting back laughing at you. An example of pettiness, would be, somebody who intentionally wants to get back at you, um, you know, just just because. Okay, now you have a lot of people that are, that tend to be successful, right? And they may ask you for, a lot of advice. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to pick your brain and everything, right? But then, as they try to evolve, right? When they try to evolve, and then once they get a level up, and they start to, feel themselves a little bit, then what they'll do is they'll try to use that, against you, or they'll start to act different and act funny towards you, when you have given them advice, when you have helped them along the way, when you have, pretty much have held their hand, so to speak, or whatnot, and they don't even have the audacity to say thank you. They won't even say, hey, they won't even give you your just due. What you have to do is you can't let that bother you. You can't let that bother you. As a matter of fact, you should encourage that more and more. you should want pettiness, around you. Now, that energy, if you feed into it, it's not great for you, but you do have a lot of people like that. Um, for you fellas out there, I know that some of y'all have been in relationships or whatnot, and let's just call it what it is. For my fellas out there, a lot of women, they tend to be petty. And listen, this isn't no disrespect towards every single woman out there, but there are a lot of women that will be very petty, especially when you have kids and when you have children and stuff. Um, and let's say, y'all are going through what you're going through, like a divorce, or y'all are splitting up and y'all have kids and custody battles, that sort of thing or whatnot. A lot of women will uh, try to stick it to you and be as petty as possible. You can't let that bother you. I know it's hard. I know, when you're talking about, a relationship that you used to have with that woman, or, vice versa, with a woman towards a man, it's because you got a lot of men that'll be petty too towards the women. I'm talking about both genes, right? Don't feed into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed into it. I've seen it a lot. There have been people that have lost their lives over pettiness. What you have to do is you have to feed off of that. You can't let that bother you. What you have to do is you have to still have tunnel vision regardless. If they see that it's not bothering you, eventually they'll go away. You know what I'm saying? They'll go away. And as a matter of fact, they'll want to actually have your type of energy that you have, because they see that it's not destroying you. They see that it's not bothering you. They see that you still keep going. They see that you still are motivated. They still see that nothing is getting in the way of you succeeding. You have people out here that'll try to go behind your back. All this time, they're sitting up there and they're smiling in your face, and they're saying what's up to you and everything, but behind the scenes, they're snaking you, and they're doing everything that they can to try to take your place. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man. Um, Kawara, I can't really pronounce your name, but salute to you. Welcome to the channel. Don't let no one try to sit up here and try to deter you from doing what you're doing. What's up with it, Alex? You know, pettiness is very big in our community. Okay, you have a lot of people that try to be, you know, they'll say little sarcastic stuff to you or whatever, and they'll try to play on your intelligence or whatnot. You said please try to pronounce my name. Well, I don't like to mess up nobody's name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna call you MK. All right. So, but salute to you. Okay. Please hit the like when you come up in here. But like I was saying, man, um, anybody that tries to be petty or whatever, you gotta be able to just roll with the punches or whatever. You're gonna see it, especially in a competitive environment. Okay. You know, part of one of the ways of being competitive is not necessarily for your abilities. It's not necessarily for physical. It doesn't even have anything to do. Um, could you say Aisha is the best? Um, I don't know. I don't know what that is, man. But anyways, one of the ways that you're able to defeat your competition is psychologically. Everybody thinks it's physical and how you look and what your abilities are and stuff like that. Nah, it all has to do with psychological. Now, one of the examples, man, that I'm gonna give is, let's give the obvious, okay? Since we talk athletics on this channel, right? One of the things that Michael Jordan had to go through when he was playing the Detroit Pistons, it was a psychological battle. Everybody thought it was physical, and it was a physical battle, without a doubt. But after a while, it became a psychological battle. You know why? Because Michael Jordan started to figure out that if he plays into the Pistons' pettiness, and the Pistons were being petty. Let's just call it what it is. They were being petty. They were, knocking people down to the ground, just like a lot of the other teams were, and everything. And just like the Boston Celtics used to do the Detroit Pistons or whatnot, they did the same thing to them. One of the things that Jordan started to figure out is if I let the Pistons' pettiness get to me, guess what? I'm letting them win. You can't let them win. If they see that it's mentally draining you, if they see that it's mentally defeating you, if they see that you dragging them down along, that you're being dragged down along with their energy or whatnot, then they're winning. That's what they want. They want to pretend like they're feeling hurt. They want to pretend like they're feeling bad and everything. But really, honestly, they just want you to feel as bad as they feel or whatever, just so that you can get in that mental state, in that low vibration that they're in, so that you'll be like, "Hi, I knew this person, had the same low vibration as me." Nah, Whereas if you have a very high vibration and it's clearly above you and it's clearly a positive vibration and everything, well, guess what? they're gonna they're gonna get so upset. They're like, God, man, this guy always is positive. Does anything make you mad? It should it should get to the point where somebody should ask you. They should ask you, "Wow, you're so unfazed by everything, right? Nothing seems to bother you. Nothing seems to make you go erratic and out of control. How do you stay so positive and stuff like that?" That's how it should get. That's at what point it should get. And matter of fact, it might be somebody in the back of their minds. They're trying to pick your brain just to find out why nothing seems to bother you. And that might be the person that's asking the question, the person that's asking you why this doesn't bother you, why that doesn't bother you. That might be the one that's been secretly trying to destroy your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Your vibration. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Kendrick Lamar says, bitch, don't kill my vibe. And you can't let it. You can't let anybody try to do that. Now, let's give another example. You know, you I talked about this yesterday, okay? And this was in my Larry Hoover video too, my Larry Hoover live, in which I had a couple people that had pulled up. But yesterday, what I was saying um, is that when you move up in the ranks in terms of your job, wherever you're working at or whatnot, at first, you know, people, when you're in a low level position, like let's say I think the example that I gave yesterday was working at UPS. If you work at UPS, okay, you work at UPS, and of course it takes you a while to move up over there at UPS, and you've been working diligently and you've been working hard at your position or whatnot. You've been doing everything that you could. And let's say a lot of the coworkers, they've been there for quite some time, but it's just something about you that made them look at you to move up into management, to move up to be at a supervisor position. At first, some of those people, you were having lunch with them. They might invite you, to places, and really you're not supposed to be. chilling with your coworkers anyways. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have no relationship with your coworkers whatsoever. Okay, and that's a whole nother topic. Do your job and go the fuck home. That's what you're really supposed to do. But that's a whole nother topic. But let's just say, those people at first, they were speaking to you, they were saying hello and stuff like that, but then they find out that you have moved up. They find out that you have progressed. They find out that you're climbing up the ranks. Well, guess what? Those same people that were speaking to you, those same people that were saying hello to you, those same people that were encouraging you when you walked through the door, saying you had a good, you're doing a good job, stuff like that, this, that, and the third. Well, guess what? Those people aren't going to talk to you very much anymore. Some of those people will actually, they'll even look at you and they'll pretend like they don't see you. But guess what? They still won't talk to you. And that's the level of pettiness that some people have. Some people will be sarcastic, and they'll probably speak to somebody that's right next to you or whatnot. But then they'll see you and act like they don't even know you when they used to speak to you before. All along, all the while, because of you progressing in this particular job um, that you have. And I've seen it happen. Because jealousy is very deep. That's all it is. Jealousy is pettiness. Okay, they're jealous of you because they can't destroy your energy. They're jealous of you because they can't make you fail, and you can't let that mess with you at all. Even if you're on an island by yourself, even if you gotta play castaway for a minute, just go ahead and cast away. I'll play Tom Hanks in a minute. If I gotta be cast away for a minute on an island by myself or whatever, hey, that's fine. I still will survive. I still will make it, and you make something out of nothing. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's what people that are petty, they're mad because they see something in you that they don't have, that they wish that they can have, but they just weren't able to work for it. Now there are some things that you can't control that you know a particular person may have, whether it has to do with like genetics or how you look or that sort of thing or whatnot. But for the most part, there's a lot of stuff that you do have control over. There's a lot of stuff that you can work hard for. There's a lot of stuff that you are able to get better at. You know what I'm saying? If you're above the surface, as long as you're above the surface and you're able to open your eyes, you're able to walk, you're able to talk, this, that, and the third, you always have a fighting chance. Every time your heart beat, you always got a fighting chance. When you wake up in the morning, you always have a fighting chance. Your chances are never slim to none. Don't tell yourself that. And the people that are petty, the people that want to see you fail, they'll do that. Even your family members. There are a lot of family that and listen, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, whatever. They see you doing good. They see that you're shining. They see that you got the bravado and everything. They're gonna do everything they can to try to prevent you from going up that next step, going up that next level. And you'll be surprised. It is your family. The world wants to give this perception that family's gonna be there for you. On these commercials, you'll see, um, families eating dinner together, that sort of thing or whatnot. That's that's nothing but that's nothing but trying to play on your psychology, or on your psyche rather. And people want you to give that whole feel of, oh yeah, family is trusting and they're always going to be there. But it's not like that, especially in our community. It's not. You know what I'm saying? People are always going to sit up there. They're going to have something to say. They're gonna have something to bicker about. They're always gonna try to drag you into an argument, especially when it comes to arguments. Let's say you're at the dinner table, and you having family. Family is there. Guess what they want to do? They want to be petty, and they want to bring up old, an old past or something. Y'all may have gotten into it before, or you know, um, let's say y'all, you stole my shoes when we were younger or something like that, and then you just want to pick an argument just so that they can try to destroy your high vibration that you have. They want you to get on that low vibration shit. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't get in no back and forth with them or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just end it right there. Put the bug spray on it right there. Exterminate that shit as fast as you can. You understand what I mean? So that's it, man. Listen, bro. Like I said, don't let pettiness, you know, deter you or distract you from doing what you need to be doing. Matter of fact, feed off of it. You know what I'm saying? Make that pettiness, make you powerful. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. This is Straight Gems. I get at y'all later.